My name is Andrea and this is Matt, and today we're going to be doing another awesome family video. We're going to be doing a review on the resort that we just came back from called the Nickelodeon in Dominican, Punta Cana. We're just going to tell you a little bit about our experience.
Yeah, it's basically a review. We're going to tell you if you guys should go there or not. That's the bottom line, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So, basically, we got there. Everything was great. I mean, the flight was good. The transportation was there on time. It took us there in about 45.
We went with WestJet. I don't know if that.
Yeah,
something
we went with
mention
WestJet.
with
They were fantastic. They did a good job. We got to the hotel in about 45 minutes. That's how long it takes to get from the airport to the resort. Our first impressions was it was a very clean place. We didn't see, like, it wasn't messy. It was
clean.
Yeah.
Service was good. As soon as we got there, we were greeted by the staff. Check-in was quick. It took like 2 minutes to check in. We were immediately taken to our rooms. Rooms were clean, nice, really big actually. Biggest balconies I've ever seen.
Yeah, we brought my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law has been like everywhere in the world. And that was like her first comment. She's like, out of all the resorts that we've been to, this is one of the biggest balconies that you get in a standard room. So that's very important to you, which I think it is, because like it's beautiful there. You want to sit outside at night, enjoy the fresh air.
Especially
you're gonna appreciate. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna appreciate that big balcony. So the room itself is very modern. It has this orange theme to it. You walk in, you have this grand bathroom with like a bathtub in the middle of the floor. You have a stand-up shower, and of course a place to use the toilet. The room itself, well, you need somewhere to go, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, anyways, I'm being detailed here, okay, people?
You don't need to be this detailed.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the resort now.
So the bed was a king-size bed. This was probably one of our only issues that we had there was that we
requested
asked,
2 beds.
Yeah, we requested 2 double beds so that, 2 of the kids can sleep in one and then me and Andrea can sleep in the other bed or whatever. So they didn't have any double bedrooms, and we booked this like 6 or 7 months ago, and we tried fighting for it.
Seems like all the rooms had king-size beds though.
Yeah.
I don't even think they even had.
I think there's a very limited amount of rooms with 2 double beds.
But they did have a pull-out couch for 2 people to sleep on, which was terrible.
Yeah, it was
like sleeping on springs. So we didn't end up using it. We ended up kicking our daughter out of the room, sending her to my mother's room. Yeah. So we ended up having just the 3 of us sleep in. Well.
Us 3, me, my son, and her, slept in the king size bed. Yeah, that spring mattress was like torture. Like no one slept on it. I don't advise sleeping on that. I'd rather sleep on the floor.
And they have cots too. Apparently the cots are really comfortable. We didn't end up ordering one, but they do send cots to the room if you need more beds.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, great room. The only thing was we couldn't get a double bed. So that was like our biggest issue when we got there. Not a big deal, but we're gonna mention everything. So I think the next thing was the next day we did like the pool, the beach.
There are so many pools. I think there were like 4 or 5 pools. 1 toddler pool for those of you families that have little ones, infants even. I'd say it's age appropriate for infants up to toddlers.
And like the size of the hotel, like if you have a bottom room on the bottom floor, you have a pool outside of your balcony on the first floor, so you can request it. I think that costs another $800 at the time. Depends on the time when you go, but like you can get a pool that swims up to your room, which I thought was really cool, especially if you have kids, you just want to watch them and lie down, you can do that. But then the other thing is too is, if your kids go out when you're not watching them, it could be kind of dangerous. So both kind of sides of the story.
So we requested the 2nd floor for that reason.
Yeah, exactly. After that, so the beach was
really nice.
No, it was fine. I mean,
too choppy.
Yeah,
the water was really choppy.
Very choppy.
We were there, so we couldn't even really send the kids into the ocean. The water was really choppy. Not sure if this is the time of year maybe that it was just like that. But overall, the beach was really nice sand.
Clean.
Very clean. There were always people cleaning the beach.
Yeah, tons of hammocks and like with those little things.
Lots of places, ample amounts of chairs and hammocks and always places to sit. You never ran out of chairs. Yeah. There was a beautiful infinity pool right near the beach. So if you're swimming in the pool, you're basically like 100 feet away from the beach, from the ocean, which is really nice.
And I mean,
bars everywhere.
Yeah, there's tons of bars. You never have issues getting a drink. There's never a lineup, and because the hotel's quite big, it never felt like the place was packed, which has been an issue at other places I've stayed. Like it felt like you always had a lot of room. Like you never had to wait to eat. You never had to wait to go somewhere. You never had to like hustle to find a spot by the pool or the beach, which I think is really important. Like you want to have your space, and at Nickelodeon there was tons of that.
Yeah. For sure.
So food, what do you think about the food?
I really thought the food was like 5-star quality. I thought there was a ton of variety of food. At the buffet especially, there was always a variety of food. They really thought about the kids too.
Oh my God, they were so hardcore about allergies. As soon as you walk in, do you have any allergies?
Every time you go to a restaurant, they ask you if you have allergies in the family.
Yeah, and even like
really
on the
accommodate.
Yeah, they really accommodate. And even like on the menus, like when you go to the a la cartes, like it tells you what has what in it, which is kind of rare for Caribbean islands.
They have like a gluten-free symbol in front of the, in front of the meals that were gluten-free. They had vegetarian options. They had, and they asked you if you had allergies so that they can accommodate that. It was great. I thought the food was great. The a la carte restaurants, you never really had an issue booking the restaurants.
And even when we went to the a la carte restaurants, there's always tables available. So like if you had to like book it last minute, we most likely would find a table to sit at. So there's about 4 or 5 different a la carte restaurants, an Italian place, a Chinese. You have a place called Spacewalker, which is kind of like a mixture of everything. And I think there was one more, a burger place, which you don't need reservations for. Then you have like your typical buffet that's always open. And then you have
two buffets actually. One near the beach.
Yeah.
And one in the main
area. And then you have like a little sandwich shop called Fresco, which is open from 12 to 5.
Which was right outside our room, which was
very
also really convenient. Yeah.
So the food in the a la cartes are good. They're okay. Like the best one is definitely the Italian one. They did the best job there. The ambiance on each place is actually pretty good. The Spacewalker place, you have like these helmets the kids can wear, and they have a lot of fun sitting there. So
they had a kids menu as well, which was nice. It wasn't just an adult menu.
There's kids menus for everything. I mean, this place is like the place to go for your kids. And we haven't even got to the kids stuff yet. We're just talking about food. But like it's just families everywhere. Like obviously, if you're not a family, you're just a couple, I don't recommend going to this resort. But if you have kids,
there were a lot of couples, which was surprising actually.
Well, that's because
they had an adult section.
Well, that's because the other side of the resort. So the thing is, like, there's two paths. There's a path in the middle, and then on each side is actually a different resort, but they all have access to the same ground. So on the right side, you have this place called Sensatory, which is more catered towards the European market, and then the left side is more North America, which is the Nickelodeon Punta Cana. They all can access the grounds. They all have free reign to everything except for the water park. Sensatory has to pay extra for that. So on that side of the resort, there was a lot more couples, but it wasn't a lot by any means.
But there was actually, in the Nickelodeon, they had an adult-only section. Yeah. And even in the buffet, there was an adult-only section at the buffet as well, which was surprising because I don't know, I would never go there without kids.
No, I would not go there without kids. It just wouldn't make sense.
It was surprising to me. It was a beautiful resort, but it was just, it was kid overload even for us.
Yeah.
It was just every single table in the restaurant.
Just babies. I mean, that's just the way it is. But you know what? Like, that's where you want to go with your kids, even if it's like overload for yourself. Because my kids, like my daughter Alexis, she had so much fun. She made so many friends there. Every day was exciting for her because she got to go swimming. She got to hang out with her friends that she met. And there's so many Nickelodeon characters. So on the other side of the resort, there's this awesome water park called, what's it called? Aquaworks. I think it was called the Aquaworks. Aquanic. That's it. Aquanic.
Yeah.
So this like crazy water park where there's slides and like water splashing out from everywhere. There's a lazy river, and every day they have like this moment where they drop this like green slime. The kids love it, and they also bring like characters from shows there. So like Paw Patrol, Ninja Turtles, Dora. They all come to like the center stadium. The kids get to take pictures with them, interact with them, and watch them dance and sing. I thought that was awesome. The nice
thing also was that they had a daily program. So every day, every morning you go, even at the buffet you can get it. They have a daily program for you, so you can look at the program from morning till night. You can see when everything happens throughout the day. They tell you when the shows are. Usually around 8 o'clock at night. Every night they had a really cool show. Also happening at the water park.
Like if your kids, if you're worried about kids and your kids not having anything to do, there's literally something for them to do every single day. I mean, their playground, the Just Kidding place it's called, you can drop off your kid as long as they're over 3 years old, leave them there the entire day, just make sure you come back to feed them, and you can go off and do whatever you want. And the people there are so good with the kids. There's always something for them to do, and the facility itself is really nice. So there's lots of tables to sit on, there's lots of arts and crafts, they have a ball pit, they have PlayStation 4s with like appropriate games. They have a crazy slide. So they're never not going to not have fun. There's just always something to do between that section and then the beach and the pool. It's great.
I think the great thing also is that so it's a bit of a walk from the hotel to the water park. But the nice thing is you don't have to worry about going all the way back when you're hungry. They did have a restaurant there at the water park as well, and a bar. So you can basically spend the whole day there, not go back to your room at all, and you never have to worry about eating or drinking. There's always something there for you.
So that pretty much wraps up our review. I mean, definitely a great resort, great for the family. If you're gonna bring your kids there, they're gonna love it. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. We'd be happy to answer them. So that's pretty much it.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe if you haven't already.